Ever since I started aim training, I had a singular goal in mind: to hit more headshots, and specifically to aim more like Scream. Yeah, you know that guy who hits headshots like nothing and doesn't even aim train? Yeah, him. You see, I've always been fascinated by how that's possible when it seems so unobtainable for other people, despite our constant practice and trials. I took a look at his aim routines, sensitivity, and even common techniques that he subconsciously uses. And however I tried, I couldn't replicate his style effectively until today. You see, I realized I was looking at the wrong place the whole time. I was looking at Scream's aim, trying to replicate it, completely neglecting what's actually allowing him to hit heads. That is, his movement. Now, I know you guys might think that sounds crazy, but stay with me now. I'll be going into the range and showing you exactly what I mean and how some of my students have been wildly successful implementing this very technique. Okay, so we're in the range now, and what most of you guys would boot up and you would just stand still and start hitting heads like this. And there's nothing wrong with this form of practice, but it's not what I want to talk about today. I want to address something way more important, and that is how you recover after you missing your shot, because that's going to make the world of difference to your consistency and your ability to constantly keep tapping even in very intense situations. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to first show you what you guys do wrong in your movement, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. So a normal person would just go in and he would, let's say, miss this shot, and then he would stand still to internally and subconsciously confirm if he's on target and he's killed the target or not before deciding, oh, now I should move or I shouldn't move. That is wrong, because you guys are taking too long. You guys want to do one thing that will change your ability to consistently hit these headshots, and that is to move regardless if you hit the shot or not. And that's the entire thing. So what you would play would be something like this: missing and then adjusting. So I'm missing and then adjusting. Missing, adjusting, missing, adjusting. You guys get the deal. Okay, so you guys might be telling me, what is the point of this? Obviously I move after my shots, obviously I do the things that I do. That is not the problem. The problem is that you guys take too long to decide if you're going to move or not. You shoot and subconsciously freeze before deciding to move or shoot. I want you guys to remove this subconscious block entirely by just telling yourselves all the time, I'm going to move, I'm going to move, I'm going to move, instead of having that decision to, do I move or not? That is what we want to remove. So if you guys want to take a look at the proper example, and this is what you would do in deathmatch as well, is to just constantly be moving. You see, even if I'm missing, I'm going to miss a little bit on purpose. Even if I'm missing or I'm doing some crazy shit, I am constantly moving. Regardless of the situation, I hit a shot and I move. That's it. I'm not thinking about if I'm hitting, if he's dying, or anything like that. And what that's going to give you guys the ability to do is not only dodge his bullets, but it's also going to dodge the guys to your side. So let's say they're rushing B or something, and there's, 3 people right there. If you're constantly moving and constantly shooting, you guys are immediately giving yourselves a better chance at both deflecting their bullets, but more importantly, you're assisting your aim. You're using your movement to assist your aim and not hinder your aim. You don't want to be doing this, which is too slow. I'm going to be missing to demonstrate my point. You don't want to be worried about, am I hitting or not? And another thing I want to talk about, which was a little bit misunderstood in the last video, is if I'm moving, I don't want to move and then aim to him. I don't want to move and then aim to him, okay? Not moving and then aiming. What I want to be doing is turning my body towards him. You see that? So I'm not moving and stopping, I'm turning my body towards him. So it's almost like I'm doing this, a 180, but boom, See how I'm always turning towards the person? So while I'm moving, I'm actually aiming towards him, and I'm not waiting to stop and then move. I am aiming at the same time that I am moving. And that is something you could practice with just not shooting the target, but just switching from head to head, just like this. It can also be practiced in Kovacs if you use static dodge scenarios, target switching scenarios or pokeball scenarios that are static. So yeah, that's it guys. This was a little bit of a shorter video just explaining this little quick technique that I found extremely helpful. If you like this more live commentary, I know it wasn't as in-depth and it wasn't as explained as well as my scripted videos, but I hope you guys could take something away from it and at least give it an actual try. Do consider joining the Discord, do consider joining the aim coaching if you consider my analysis to be worthy and good for your style or your needs. Done.